I'm halfway surprised, but not really, that Jordan Brand decided to bring these back. I don't know how excited people are for these nowadays. I don't even know if most people currently into sneakers even knows what these are. But these were really limited before, and now...
Show me the money. Let's look at
Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to WearTesters. Today we have a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 7 Miro. Now before we get started, a brand new launch just dropped over at Sense Apparel. If you were interested in any of the new tees, make sure that you head over there with the link in our description box, or just simply go to senseapparel.com. Now these items are not a pre-order. They are shipping right now. Once they're gone, they are gone. Now with all that being said, these guys come in a Jordan face box. The original release, I believe, came in the black and kind of like silver and chromed out box. This was all the way back in what I believe is 2008. These were released so long ago that, I mean, I remember them, but this is not a shoe that I ever had any chance of obtaining, so I never really paid attention to them. I also, this might be a hot take. Uh-oh. I'm not saying that I dislike them or anything like that. I just don't love these, that's all. If you like them, then that's great. I'm happy for you. But can we stop the misinterpretation of the term hate? Just because people's opinions don't align with one another's doesn't mean that anything's hateful. It just means that I don't like these. You know what else that means? More for you. Oh yeah! Now I'm not going to be able to go through like what is different really with this and the last version. Again, those were super limited. I believe that they were rumored to be around 1,000 pairs total, which is crazy. These guys, I don't know if they're as limited. I don't necessarily think they're a GR either. So hopefully everybody that wants one is able to get one. But the only thing that I really notice that's different is just the laces. Like they do still come with the 5 extra sets of laces. So there's 6 total. The ones equipped in the shoes, and then all of the same colors that are featured on that one lace separately. So you can really like do these things up if you wanted to. Each of these laces are supposed to represent the colored rings within the Olympics logo. And I remember those coming in like a special kind of like package, I guess you could say. Like the laces came in a separate package. They weren't bagged up and just attached to the shoes like they are now. Outside of that though, they look kind of the same. Obviously the shape of the shoe is going to be a little bit different. These are a little bit more updated. I do love this shape, by the way. So if anybody is kind of a stickler for the shapes of these old Air Jordans, I hope that you like these as well. I think they look great. The shape. Now the inspiration behind the shoe is kind of an interesting one. They took the Air Jordan 7 Olympic colorway and they really just changed things up completely. The only thing that's similar between this version and the actual Olympics is the rear heel, where instead of the 23 branding, they actually have Jordan's Olympic jersey number 9, and it's done up in gold and red for, you know, the gold medal. But outside of that, they really did their own thing with these, and they took their inspiration from a Spanish artist whose name is Joan Miro. And if I mispronounced his first name, I apologize. I've never heard this name said out loud. One of the cool features though is that they took what literally looks like some of his artwork and placed it on top of the panels of the shoes and everything like that. So if you like that kind of thing, well then here you go. Literally wearable art, which is what some people consider footwear in the first place. So I do like the overall concept. I think the execution, while not for me, is still cool. Now, as far as this shoe is concerned, the outsole, I will say, is really dope. It's translucent primarily, but then they still have plenty of different colored solid rubber options. You can also see a basketball styled artwork underneath, and I just think that this looks really cool. You'll see the same style graphic on the insoles as well. Speaking of which, this is the insole. This is not a good one. I don't know where they're going with the insoles, but they're getting worse. It's weird. But anyways, the outsole looks awesome. The tread pattern is very interesting. It's not conventional whatsoever. It's not herringbone or radial or any of that stuff. If anything, it's pretty flat and it just has a bunch of holes in it. Looks like Swiss cheese or something. Believe it or not, the outsoles here do work well though, performance-wise. We do have a performance review on the Air Jordan 7. Yes, it's old, but
overall traction of these, very impressive. Very surprised. Just watch out for dusty courts and make sure that you keep up with your consistent wipes and you'll be good to go.
The information's still good. Then moving on up, we've got at least what used to be a polyurethane midsole. I don't know what these retros are. They don't feel like polyurethane, but they still could be. But the original Air Jordan 7 did feature a polyurethane midsole. The funny part though is that the teeth here were a separate component. And so if you were to see one of these old shoes crumbled, you'll see that the main body of the midsole is toast, but the peaks are still good. And that's how they'll repurpose them and use them on restoration projects. This is also sort of a protro, if you will.
Say what?
Even though it's not, but like, you know, you can kind of. And this is long before there were ever Protros. But these feature a different cushioning setup than the original product. The original product featured encapsulated heel and forefoot air units, whereas the retro product features a full-length air unit, which is awesome. Now the materials on these guys are really interesting. All of the underlays or the black panels are synthetic nubuck, whereas the rest of the build, all of the white material, while it is partially leather, the top coat kind of feels like vinyl. Mostly though because they have to print the graphic on there and make sure that it stays on there. So they have to apply this stuff a little bit differently than they would with any other product or shoe. It does make for a really cool and unique design if this is your thing. One of the things that I do like though is that the material, like you can feel the painting or the artwork, I guess, like in it, like you can feel that it's raised and stuff like that. It's really neat feeling. So again, this is not something that I would personally wear as a shelf piece, possibly, but at the same time, I'm not really like familiar with the artist's artwork and stuff like that, so I wouldn't want to fake the funk and be like, oh yeah, I really like these. I just, you know, it's just not my thing. But the reason why they use this artist's artwork in the first place is just because of where the Olympic Games were taking place all the way back in '92 during the Dream Team, which is all the way back in Barcelona, Spain. It's where the painter's originally from, so you know, they kind of like tied those things together. Now, in terms of overall sizing, with Air Jordan 7s, you could do one of two things. You can go true to size. Most of you guys will be good to go. However, if you wanted a super snug fit, or this is maybe your only option, you could go down half a size. Just know that they will be a little tight. The internal section does feature a neoprene booty.
You want to explain to me what you're doing here?
I came looking for booty.
Which feels really comfortable, especially going true to size. But that's the part that can be a little snug if you happen to have to go down half a size or you just choose to. But narrow footers or slim footers going down half a size might be a good option. Everybody else true to size, unless you're a wide footer, half a size up might be the best option for you. By the time this video comes out, these should already have released. Retail price is $255, which is wild, but I suppose that's better than the original 2008 release's resale price, which is insane. However, are you guys still into these, or were you into them back in '08? Maybe your tastes have changed since then, or maybe they haven't. Maybe you still think these are dope, and maybe this is your first opportunity at actually getting something that limited in your collection, which again, I think is really cool. I love that Jordan Brand is going into the archives. I know that some people hate it, but I absolutely love that they're going out and actually releasing or re-releasing PEs and limited drops and all that, like the undefeateds. Like, I think this is so fun. Some people don't appreciate it as much, but I know that I sure do. So again, I hope that everybody that wanted a pair of these or that currently wants a pair of these is able to grab them. Fingers crossed for you. Good luck. I hope it doesn't break your bank too bad. $255 is wild for a retro. Like, bro, what? But with all that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about these in the comment section. We appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting the channel. We'll catch you guys in the next one. So until then, you guys have a good one.